Okay, let's cover a heated debate. Should you buy a new boat? So, first off, buying a new boat is a significant investment. Many people kind of wonder if it's worth it, with such a high price tag. There are some clear advantages such as warranties and customization options. There are also downsides like depreciation and potential manufacturing glitches, which do happen. So, we're going to cover all of that. I will suggest that if you are in the market to buy a boat, whether it's a new one or a used one, check out Nautic Ed's courses. They're going to be linked in the show notes. They cover both sailing and power boats. So, the pros of buying a new boat. First off, there's warranty coverage, which is large. It's probably one of the biggest factors that you're going to get. Most new boats come with a warranty that lasts for up to 5 years. So basically, during that period, it'll help you with the cost of repairs. It's either minimized or completely covered by the manufacturer. So you don't necessarily need to worry about unexpected repair bills, leaving you with fewer financial surprises. Also, there's customized options, right? When you buy a new boat, you often have the option to customize it to your liking. You can choose the color, feature, add-ons that best suit your needs. And this level of customization is something that you don't get when you buy a used boat. So having control over the boat's configuration makes a new boat appealing to those who want a very tailored experience. Low maintenance costs. A new boat typically doesn't require a whole lot of repairs in the first few years of ownership. Aside from the seasonal maintenance tasks like oil changes and winterization, your maintenance costs are going to be relatively low. So this can offset the higher purchase price, especially when compared to used boats, which generally require some frequent repairs as soon as you buy them. And lastly, a pro is the no usage history. With a new boat, you don't have to worry about how it's been used by a previous owner. There's no wondering if it's been well maintained, if it was driven recklessly, if it was involved in any accidents. A new boat arrives fresh from the factory, ensuring you start with a clean slate and avoid any hidden issues associated with used boats. Now, let's talk on the cons of buying a new boat. Higher price and depreciation. So, the most significant downside about buying a new boat is the high upfront cost. New boats are expensive. And on top of that, they depreciate. They're essentially a giant floating depreciating asset. So after the first year, the price significantly drops. So if you go and you buy a new boat and sell it within a year, you're likely going to experience a steep drop in value compared to purchasing a used boat. However, if you keep the boat for a long period of time, the rate of depreciation flattens out over time, making the total cost difference between a new and used boat less pronounced. Another con is manufacturing defects. So the thing about boats is that, there might be 8 of this model, 10 of that model, 5 of this one. And so you really never know what you're going to get. And the production volume is just much smaller than cars. So sometimes there are minor issues that arise shortly after the purchase. For example, gel coat imperfections, upholstery flaws, electronic malfunctions. Those generally occur. A lot of these issues can be covered under the warranty, but it's still frustrating after you've spent so much money buying a new boat. Another con is limited supply and variability. So boat manufacturers, unlike car companies, deal with smaller production runs and supplier constraints. This means that a model, engine, or electronics you expected in your new boat might change slightly by the time it's delivered. These variations, while rare, can be drawbacks for buyers who are not set on specific configurations or components. So let's talk a little bit more about depreciation. Depreciation is a critical factor when deciding whether to buy a new boat. While new boats tend to depreciate faster in the first year, if you keep your boat for 5 or more years, the overall financial difference between a new and used boats becomes less significant. In other words, the longer you hold on to your new boat, the less depreciation costs impact you when compared to a used boat. For those who frequently upgrade boats, depreciation might be a bigger concern since you'll be absorbing more of the value loss for each trade-in or sale. However, if you plan to keep your boat for the long term, the depreciation becomes less of an issue. So long-term perspective, new versus used. When comparing new boats to used boats, you may find that the cost difference narrows over time. While a new boat is more expensive upfront, The lower maintenance costs and warranty coverage can offset some of this expense. On the other hand, a used boat may cost less initially, but you'll likely need to spend more on repairs and maintenance as the boat ages. Statistically, many boat owners who start with a used boat often switch to a new boat for their second purchase. Once someone buys a new boat, they're more likely to continue buying new boats throughout their boating life. So this really does suggest that people find value in new boats despite the higher price tag. So, conclusion, is a new boat worth it? The decision to buy a new boat pretty much comes down to your financial situation, how long you plan on owning the boat, and your preference for customization and warranty coverage. If you're looking for peace of mind, lower maintenance costs, and the ability to customize, a new boat could be the right choice. However, if you're concerned about depreciation or prefer lower upfront costs, a used boat might be a perfect option for you. So ultimately, buying a new boat can be a great idea if you plan to keep it for several years and value the reliability and warranty coverage that comes with such a purchase. So that is what I got for you today. And if you guys are interested in any education, which is a must, whether it's new or used, check out the link to Nautic Ed in the show notes.